What up, though? Welcome to another hot episode of POPradio. My name is Miss Cosmo, as I am every single week. Rolling with my main man, Moochie for one, baby, what it is.
I'm chilling. Please say it, baby. How you living?
I'm good, man.
I am great. Find out about hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm happy to be out here. You know, we be talking about the piano boys. You know, we be talking about the piano boys, but you know, well, the stuff's like I know.
Okay. We're inside
Back on
now.
my bullshit. I told the motherfucker about 17 times. Minimum. I'm giving you 17 minimum motherfuckers today.
Oh, goodness. Yo, hip hop. Hi, yes, sense. But indeed, we are going to be chatting to hip hop duo Stino and Thwenny today. What up, guys?
What up?
It's hip hop today.
It's hip hop.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
How you guys doing?
No, we all right. How you doing? How you guys doing?
Last time we spoke to you guys was out at Cotton Fest. You guys were out there, obviously, you know, to show some love on our show that we did. We did like a little bit of a 5-minute tanyana. We had spoken about you guys moving to Joburg. You guys were putting the album together, and now 6 months later, all of that is now happening.
Yes.
You guys are fully inside entrenched in Johannesburg. You said, Free State, we love you, but out.
I know. Quick. I'm 10 around.
Yes.
You know, we'll be there. You know, we just have to make y'all proud first on this level, you know?
Yeah.
We made it here, man. We out here, man, living all good, man. You know how it is.
Now I'm glad you did that because you know rappers are always saying the album is coming and we're gonna do this move. We're in studio, so the follow-up conversation is dope. That everything that you said in the last podcast. When we spoke for 2 minutes, you guys have done it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very unrap-like. You stick to your word and do exactly what you're about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The new music is out there. But how's the transition been? Any differences living in Joburg now versus being based in Bloem?
Yeah, man. I think the work is visible now because we're closer to everything, you know.
Yeah.
I really feel like it was a bit difficult back at home because the drives, you know, and we have to, you know, plan our things closer to one date. You know, we're not free as we could, you know. So the move really helped us a lot. I mean, we're here today. You called us yesterday. And we're here today. Imagine if we were still in Bloem, and, you know, it would have made things more difficult, you know. But I think we're closer to everything, and the move helped us a lot. We drop him, by the way.
Yes.
I told myself that's all I'm gonna say today. Midnight, 12 a.m. tomorrow. We drop in Stino and Thwenny. You want some more?
You want some more. You want some more, indeed. And that is the name of the album. So we are going to get into that in a little bit, obviously, just to kind of find out a little bit more about the music. But also just to kind of backtrack a little bit for those who don't actually really know a little bit more about you guys. Your come up in Bloem was obviously, I think, a great testament to how music travels, because people don't really look in those pockets for hip hop. They don't really look in those pockets for music. How was it that you guys were able to get the attention of certain artists while still being based in Bloem?
It was the shows, you know. We were working at not really working, but we were in partnership with the clubs there in Bloem, and they used to book like a whole lot of artists. They also booked you, Miss Cosmo. You know, we hounded you down. You know,
They did.
the manager of the place was like, "There's no way Miss Cosmo's gonna leave here without hearing your guys' song or something like that. Like something has to happen." So it always happened like that. And I don't know, man. God was always in the room.
Yeah.
You know, for those songs, because every time we performed, each artist that was there, from your Casper and your Vests down to your Roy's, you know, they were just like, "Listen, bros, like this is on some other stuff." We didn't know that Diplasi in Huche. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how we just gathered everyone. They felt the songs. They saw the songs get performed, then they heard the song somewhere else, and they were like, "No, man, these boys are actually the real deal. Like, it's not play, like it's happening, you know." So that's how it happened. It was the shows, and it was just those particular moments, and then us just trying to make it happen, because we are men of our words, you know. We are the do it boys, you know.
Ooh, I like that. The do it boys. I like that.
So we ain't gonna talk to you like, "Yo, bro, let's get in studio," and not do that. Like, if we're not going to get in studio with you, we will not say that to you. You know what I'm saying? We'll just tell you, "Oh, bro, thank you, man. Good work. You're doing a great job. I love your songs."
So
now being in Bloem, of course, especially chasing hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Who, where you guys are coming from? Of course, music is universal, and your influence is from everywhere around the world, not just South African artists. But who in Bloom at that time was backing you guys or showing you the love to be able to pursue hip hop? Because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out what the hip hop Bloom scene is really like.
Man, this is it's a strong question. You know, I have to say that because in Bloom, there were a lot of homies, but not a lot of homies got to this point.
Right.
You know, there was obviously the superstar Money Nice, you know, Too Nice, man. Like, he made it look real. You know, it's real, but he made it look like, oh my God, he looked American. The first time I heard Homeboy speak Vernac, I was shocked. Like, I was like,
oh, you got that in you?
like,
Okay.
Yeah, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, there was homies like that. You know, there was your the fraternity too. You know, yeah, there were homies back then, and I'm talking about those two because those are the ones that really did it the biggest in our time. You know, and then after that, we're like, this is possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very possible. And all the other homies, yeah, they're working very hard too. You know, your natures, you know, your primes.
Yeah.
You know, they were working. Like, listen, homies. You know,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah, man.
And sorry, no, go for it.
I was just saying, everybody's so talented in Bloom, man. As much as we're not out there, like your fraternities, your Money Nice, those guys were doing a proper job.
Yeah.
And we just, you know, wanted to help, you know, build the Bloom sound in general, and not just them paving the way for us. I felt like, you know, we all had quality, and we just needed to just and you know, make Bloom visible to other cities, you know. And I feel like if guys didn't, you know, we grow up, we become dads, you know, we get married, you know. So I think that alone kind of, you know, it shifts the focus on what we're trying to do initially, you know. So I really feel like we just had to stay consistent because we really didn't want to do anything else. Like for me, I really felt like, and the city was telling us too, like that's why our question, you want some more, our previous project was what you say, you know, it had questions like we always ask the city like, yo, do you want to see this, what you want to see? So the support within the city itself, you know, it really drives someone to be consistent and really try to, you know, push the city as a whole.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So I really feel like and we just had to stay consistent for Bloom to actually be on the map so people can say, yo, what's happening in Bloom? Let's just go to see. Just like Miss Cosmo when she came through, she didn't know she could find somebody like Stino, somebody like Thwenny, you know, and you just got to go there and just see. So our job was to make things very like out there in the cities like Bloom, you know, there's talent there, there's you know, beautiful music there. So that was our job. I feel like that was our job.
Now, I mean, Bloemfontein, I feel like is had a close marriage like Lesotho. You know what I'm saying? And the music as well, and obviously because of Sotho, and I know you guys pushed your Vernac and Rapaga Sotho, and guys coming up from out of Lesotho like Abostana and whatnot. What's the relationship like between Bloom and Lesotho when it comes to music?
Shout out to Ntate Stana, also doing it humongous. Shout out to Malume Vector too, doing it humongous. You know, it's like I have to make a practical example for me to explain. It's like Hona Lesotho, ne?
Yeah.
Then Hona Lesotho sa Lesotho.
No, absolutely.
You know, like I also hear people from KZN saying that there's like this Zulu, then there's the KZN Zulu.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So for them, on their side, to make that Sotho hip hop music, they say it's hippie, you know. Then to ask us Sotho say sa rona say batla be ba re say you know, ke sa ba model C.
Okay.
You know, but that is the only difference, you know, and that's what makes them very special because they are like. And we are like, yeah, no, come on, fun about Eben. You know what I'm saying? So it's that. Like they that's the difference. You know, their music, they tempo, they drum pattern, you know, how they put their words together and how we put our words together, two different things, but almost the same. You know what I'm saying?
And they're just as talented. I really feel
Crazy,
like
bro.
they're just as talented. It's just that, we don't talk the same. As much as there's in Bloem, there's different languages. You get a part of the city where we speak Setswana. You get a part of the city where we speak Sotho. Part of the city Afrikaans, and the urban where we just mix everything together. So that alone makes us talk different from Lesotho people. They do tippy Lesotho things, not like that, but you understand. They do it proper Lesotho, and in our music, we incorporate a bit of Tswana, a bit of Sotho, a bit of Afrikaans. How we talk. So our lingo is just different.
That's dope. So talking about all the people who keep coming through to Bloem at the time, and obviously you're making an impression, people are paying attention to you, they're listening to the music. What point was it for you guys and your music that kind of changed Stino Thwenny from being the guys who just perform for artists coming to town to now being, okay, now they're paying attention? What was the song that kind of changed for you guys?
Gijima. You think so? I think so.
I think Paul Me, man.
You think Paul Me? But I feel like Paul Me, we were like
still
it was just like that time. You couldn't stop us then.
Yeah.
You could have been anybody. You couldn't have told us that we make bad music at that time. Then when we made Gijima, it was more of there's 10,000 people singing this song.
Yeah, that's how Miss Cosmo fell in love with it, So I said, Boho, you were like, I love this song.
Yeah.
Because the whole club changed. It changed the whole mood,
Yeah.
So I feel like after Gijima, it was like, okay, Sharpo Dog, like we are making music that can compete now. Because we're getting booked at festivals and you have old people, the all white thing, ballers singing this thing. And
the all white.
you know the baller, the rati. They like to be at their table like, let these young boys do their thing. But now they turned around singing along, so we were like, okay, Sharp, this is the jam. Then Mshimani came.
Yeah.
And that was just before lockdown, but just that split 1 minute, 20-second video that was on the net before the song was recorded, just the way that reaction was like, okay, we in here now. Like, we really in here. Let's do this right.
Yeah. And sometimes I love the approach that you guys had taken to actually getting attention, because I can go to like different towns and there'll always be an artist, yo, I'm trying to get put on, here's my USB. And for me, you're just giving me a USB, if I have to be very honest. And I'm not being crass. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna pay attention or listen, but I'm also just saying you are one of many people giving me a USB. So do something different to get my attention. And you guys did that by saying, yo, we're gonna change the room, you're gonna pay attention, so that by the time you go back to your radio show, you're gonna speak about us. And that's what I appreciated about the way that you guys approached it, because you didn't do it in a way where I was now feeling obligated to pay attention, but rather to be like, yo, these guys actually have something. You made me pay attention, so that was really awesome.
Hey, thank you.
But
thank you. That means a lot. Mara, did you listen to that boy's thing? Did you listen to the stick? I'm sorry.
No, it's not one person. It happens all the time.
Yeah, but do you listen to that?
I do when I remember, if I have to be honest. Because sometimes people come to me, I'm in the club, I've had one too many drinks. Sometimes I forget the USB's there. Sometimes I find it like a month later, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and then I put it in. So it's not to say that I don't pay attention. It's just I don't give it as much energy as maybe what you guys had given me, because there I was kind of forced to pay attention. But I do listen when I get the chance to. Don't worry.
I think the approach also matters. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you remember people being respectful.
Yeah.
Even if you don't listen that day, you're like, these guys gave me something to listen to. Or I was tagged somewhere. You can come back a week later, a day later, just because somebody's approach. Some people, especially the young kids, come through with some weird energy sometimes. But Miss Cosmo.
Oh, some expectant energy.
They be all up in someone's face in a weird way, not just on some, hey, please.
Sometimes it's the first thing. I just like that we said that so that everybody knows, like everybody watching this now, you know how to do it.
Yeah. It's one of the ways. It's not the only way.
Yeah.
But of course, obviously, like you're mentioning, Kijima did very big things as well as Mshimane. And then now you guys are, kind of getting yourself, closer into the Joburg scene. People are paying attention. They're tweeting you. How is the support coming now from home to push you to the next level at this point?
one thing I love about home, they've been there from the get-go, I really feel like home is where we believed we can survive in Joburg or any other city.
Yeah.
I really feel like the support at home, you can go to Bloem and just ask, yo, are you a fan of Stino le Thwenny? Everybody will erupt, and I really feel like it's we proving something to them for a change. Yeah. We proving that, yo, dog, our love for you guys was not mahala nje.
Yeah.
Like our belief in you guys was not mahala nje. I feel like they actually are more happy than us because, wow, we've been wanting to put the city on the map, and what better way with you guys, because you guys know how much we've believed in you, So I really feel like they are very, very excited. Like I know our boy was like, dog, we about to buy a bottle right now with the boys. We waiting for 12 o'clock. We about to sit, watch Netflix, and just listen to the new music, So I'm just wondering to myself, how many of them in Bloem are doing exactly the same thing as my boys doing. Everybody's so happy, man. Like you can even tell on the socials, our stories, people tagging us. Like it's like they're the ones who are releasing, And I really love the sight of it. I love the energy. I love how genuine the belief is. They patting us on the back. They actually cementing that we're doing the right thing. You feel me? Like I really feel like the support is amazing. Bloem has always been amazing with support.
And it's about to be 10 years of Stino and 20 next year.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's 10 years because of that consistent support since we met in 2014. So it's been like this since then. So I feel like right now it's everybody's about to tell everybody that they told them so. Like I told you Stino and 20 gonna do it. I told you they're gonna do it. I told you that. You know what I'm saying? So we can't mess up. It's for the people, it's for the kids. I'm at school telling their parents like they want to be rappers like Stino and 20. They've actually seen it. They've 2014 you saw it one time at a club, one time when you were there, mama, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw it. It's 10 years later. This is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying?
And the nerves are so high, Like I'm sitting here looking cool as ever, but my anxiety's
through the roof. Nah, man, and it has to come with it because you're doing this thing that you've always wanted to do, and it's finally working out in a different type of way. Because what I was going to take you back to is that you guys were pushing for so long, and post lockdown, the songs that you're talking about is when they dropped, and then that bullshit happens.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Then
so I can imagine that you, in your minds, when you're thinking, how long is this gonna last? Sure. When are we gonna get it back on the road? We've built up, worked so hard to get this momentum, and of course we know that the South African landscape of music has changed a lot since 2019. You know what I'm saying? There's this other genre doing other things. So a lot of hip hop cats were kind of like. They're trying to figure out, do we release now? Do we wait? Do we move? Do we push forward? Did you think during this period, do you think you grew better as artists? Do you think your sound of music changed? Because there was definitely, I'm guessing, some challenging times.
Yeah. I feel like, we did get better, because everybody gravitated towards the sound that was working, and we would have done the very same thing, but that's not what we have been doing for years,
Yeah.
So I feel like now we're competing with an international sound. Amapiano is an international sound.
Yeah.
Now. It's there. Whereas by hip hop is like that local homies that you book at the gig just to get the gig going, And we were like, look, it's just us now. I feel like the competition got, if there was competition, but the competition got a little less, because now we are dealing with the people who actually only make this particular music. So it wasn't many of us, so we were like, okay, the only thing we can do now is just try to find the balance, because now hip hop went back to a whole lot of bars and there wasn't really the great party songs anymore, unless it was a little bit of Afrobeat or I'm a piano-y, you know what I'm saying? So we just were there studying how it's gonna move and just looking at, okay, if it's a sound this, so it still meets this piano, it still meets this hip hop, it still meets this, it still meets, but it still sounds like us, you know what I'm saying? So it made us better in that, like thinking about it like that, like, okay, no, it's a Casper thing, well, at the time, we still had AKA Rest in Peace too.
Yeah.
You know, we had, or everybody, you know what I'm saying? The KOs, just listening to their music too, saying, okay, Neshap, we got this. We got Cooley, we got this.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just coming out with something that is going to balance the sounds. You know what I'm saying?
So talking about balancing the sounds, I mean, obviously you guys did that collab with Cooley, Buyile, and that's got that little bit of mix up nyana, you know, hip hop, piano nyana. Tyler ICU did his thing on that one. Shout outs. So was that the first kind of experiment that you had done with that type of sound with Cooley, or had you done something on your own before?
No, that was really the first. That was really the first. Tyler ICU came with that beat. Cooley came with that beat. I heard that beat. I was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about.
Where did you guys even link up with Cooley first?
Yeah.
Let's start there before we get to the song.
With them Shimani 2.0.
Nice.
Just like you said, King, you know, we really felt like lockdown times. That was Stino the 20's peak.
Yeah.
I really felt like, the virus played with our peak. You know, I really feel like that Mshimani song would have changed our lives then.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and we were so depressed, man. You know, I remember we were like, yo, everything that we do must come with, you know, some shit like this. You know, we were very depressed. So we had to think on our feet. You know, we believed very much on the Mshimani song. We were like, dog, this cannot die with the virus, man. You know, how can we actually, you know, take the same peak and just prolong it till the virus is over, you know? And that's when we got Cooley. You know, that's when we got Cooley. We were like, yo, doc, our boy in Cox, there's our boy in Cox. The leader, shout out in Cox, you know. They very close with Cooley. You know, he told Cooley, he was like, yo, bro, there's some Bloom cats that you need to work on since you're working on new music right now, you know. And he played Cooley one of our songs called Papa Fela, you know. Cooley went bonkers.
Yeah.
You know, and initially we got KO first for the 2.0 Shimani remix. We got KO first, and we were like, yo, dog, Cooley loves our music, man. You know, let's just try get Cooley on this too. And luckily they had met with Nkox already, and Cooley was like, yo, bro, I'm going to give you guys the verse for free, dog, because I love this song, you know.
Shout out,
so
big homie
we pushed him Shimani, and then he was like, yo, I gave you guys a verse for free. You know, it's my turn now. You gotta pay back, homie.
You gotta do the right thing.
Thwenny is our big brother. Shout out Cooley. He drove to Bloom.
Whoa.
He came to Bloom. He was like, yo, tomorrow I'm coming. I booked a lodge. Let's get to work, guys. You know, we can work on a couple of songs. He came through. He wasn't lying like most of them that I know. You know, he came through and he made us listen to the beat. He was like, this is Tyler ICU, bro. You know, and personally, I think that sound is not that different from Stino the 20. I really feel like it's more on the Kwaito side, which is something that we love. That we've done before, you know. It just had a lock jump. It just sounded new.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a new genre. Yeah. It was so fresh. We were like, dog, this is what we're talking about. And the energy, because he had loved our music already, and of course it's Cooley Chana, you know. The energy, we were just in sync, man, you know. My boy always explains it like, you just look at Cooley Chana in the eye, you see his eye, and he gives you the nod, you know. I'm sorry, and it's perfect like that, you know. So yeah, shout out Cooley Chana, man. We had to pay back the verse, and
we did it right.
Everything paid off. Everything paid off.
When it comes to hip hop, which era of hip hop are you guys actually from? You know what I'm saying? Because you got cats that are into the new music, into the new sound, into the strings and the choirs, the guys who are from, are you guys battle cats? You know what I'm saying? Did you come up at any point in your life as guys who are like into the whole battle rap, or that's not your style?
Hey, we big on battle rap, but we not battle rappers.
Oh, as in you grew up listening to a lot of battle cats.
Yes.
But you yourselves didn't come up from an era where in Bloom, did you ever have that battle rap?
There were gigs like that, yes. You know, but I've always been about the music, you know. Okay, let me tell you a quick story. I want to summarize it real quick. Battle rap times. You know, battle rap now and Kanako Ele, you just had to freestyle and say something dumb about somebody else and then it's on.
Yeah,
you know,
it's cool.
That's how it happened at the ciphers and whatnot, you know. So one time I was battling this other guy, you know, and I wasn't really battling. I was just talking my talk.
Oh, you're a battle rapper.
I'm guessing this is pre-2014,
Yeah,
pre-date.
No, way back. Like back in high school days, like way back, you know. This guy said some dumb line and the whole crowd went crazy. I'll never forget that line. You know, he said, your dog died because my fish gave it AIDS. You know?
What?
Bro.
You're like, that's biologically
Like,
impossible.
What is
Let me
that?
tell you, I was so embarrassed. I've never been that embarrassed. Like even now, my head, I'm sweating. Like I'm talking about the whole place erupted. Whoa. Oh my God.
I remember that era in high school. If you fuck up, it's like...
No, it's over, bro.
And how do you even return from that?
I couldn't. There was nothing I could say.
Okay, thanks. That was yours. Bye. I'm on my way out.
Your
There you
dog
go.
died because my fish gave it
Yeah,
AIDS.
that's what he said. My dog died because my fish gave it AIDS. Even today, I'm still trying to figure out what
the fuck he was on to say.
But the whole place went erupt. Okay, and I stopped that nonsense that day. You know, and I just focused on the music. Like I was talking about music. Like if you want to talk to me, boy, let's talk hits. Let's talk like good songs that people like. That and my life changed.
But then you
from
ask yourself today, where's that guy now?
I wonder.
Hey,
I wonder.
that's the real question.
I wonder.
With lines like those. Where are you, buddy?
I'm worried about everybody else in the room. You know, that guy, not just him, but that entire room has some questions to answer.
They probably wanted me to lose. You know, like it happens.
That's the thing. There's always like a firm favorite, especially with the battle rap. So they'll be like,
Absolutely.
no, you know, Thwenny's coming now. He's gonna make sure that he handles this thing. So unfortunately, it wasn't your day.
Yeah.
I'm glad you learned from it.
Yeah,
you
nah,
know what I
never
mean?
again will I
You're a
ever do
better man
something.
for it. You know
But
what I mean?
a lot of better MCs don't know how to make good songs.
That's the
They
thing.
get lyrical, miracle, spiritual, and that's
Facts,
it. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah. Now what must we do, my brother?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's part of the music, like that's part of the side of music we listen to too. You know,
Yeah.
I really feel like listen to battle rappers. We also listen to some 90s music. You know, I really
Nice.
like 90s hip hop, you
Yeah.
know, your Common Sense, your Mos Def, you know. And then obviously we had to take it 96 Kwaito TKZ.
Nice.
Your
Your
Mandozas.
Mandozas,
Goddamn.
you know, and then obviously your Kulichana, the Motswako guys, you know, they had their little run, you know, but Duk Singanga, Momulimi, Double HP, you know,
Of course.
that also, you know, and then
AKA too.
you know what I mean? Then Pro came through, you know,
Yeah.
and then
Pitch Black Afro.
you know, he fused the Kwaito and the hip hop together. I really feel like rest in peace, Pro. Like he was a genius, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
absolutely.
Whenever the two genres were beefing, he managed to like, you know, snatch both the genres and make his own genre. Like shout out to him, you know. But we've listened to everything. Also R&B.
Yeah.
You know, I think Stino Thwenny comes with that nostalgic sound, you know, because we listen to everything. You know, you can get like 4 genres on one song. You know,
Dope.
I really feel like we balanced like that, and it's because of the love of the music. Like we love music so much. You know, Makadzi, I'm a big fan of Makadzi so much because, you know, it's just the love of music. You know, and Stino Thwenny just tried to take everything that they've loved and try to recreate that. Like there's nothing so nice as an artist making a song that they once loved. You know, I really feel like once we get in the studio, we trying to make songs that are similar to what we loved before. Like as we were finishing the album, we had this other song. I don't want to say, like, I'm sparing it for the release date, but we have this other song. It reminds us of 2006 somewhere, you know, Kolenyalo, you know, like my mom cooking there. This song should have been playing, you know.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's a pat on the back for an artist to make songs that make you, you know, remember why you fell in love with the music. You
That's
know?
dope.
So we just love music in general. It's just that we are hip hop artists, and that's what Stino Thwenny stands for, man.
Do you guys come up with any production background as well? Because are you not just guys that rap? Are you involved? Are you beat makers? Are you producers?
Used to be me. I once upon a time I could do everything, you know, until we met our producer friend, you know, brother Cask Acid, crazy homeboy, you know, and we those type of people, you know, we let people shine. I wouldn't want to get into a space where I feel like me and this guy doing the same thing, and now we are doing the same thing together, you know, like my boy is dope with the vocals, he's dope with the beats, I'm dope with the hooks, I'm dope with the lyrics, let me do what I do, Lady Wabon. Then it's a whole team, it comes together, it works out better that way, you know. But yeah, we do come from that background, you know, and I can see how I can put it. It's like, you know, when you make, when Kanye West, I have to make this example, made When It All Falls Down.
Yeah.
And that sample is like, you know, clom, 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 and then he goes to, I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
It's totally different things, but you feel like he was more comfortable here. Like he had nothing to prove when he was on the College Dropout. Here it was on some, I'm giving you this now. And this is what it means. So that's what our music became. We became comfortable in that. Like, okay, Outia understands exactly what my mind is saying when it comes to how I want the beat to be.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just that, you know?
That's dope. That's dope. All right. So getting into the album, I mean, you guys have worked with a variety of people, and I say that because obviously people sit in different pockets on the different songs as well, and different genres or in different spaces or different types of hip hop artists as well. So the album is dropping. You Want Some More? You want some more? As you mentioned, you're always asking the town a question like, what do you want? Do you want some more? Should we give you more? Yeah. What was so specific about this question that it had to be the title of the album? And just give us a bit of a breakdown on the thinking or the theme around the album.
You Want Some More is on 3 years ago. We dropped the EP called What You Say. It was an EP, and the EP was supposed to be followed up by album. And we didn't follow it up, album, you know, and we dropped Mshimani, we dropped Zele and Buyile and all the other features, you know. We did the song with Kmo World too, Lerato, and we realized that, okay, we felt like at the time the singles will do the talking, will do the thing, but Stino and Thwenny we've always been like a project type of artist because it's the two of us, you know, and we dropped our first project, first project called Stino Thwenny Bakai. First question that we asked, like, where are these guys? That was the first question we asked. That did well. Sharp, we took it off the net. Got to save that for insurance, put it aside, drop What You Say. Then What You Say, everybody was like, okay, guys, we feel like you guys can really compete now. Then now You Want Some More is like, we're dropping 16 songs, guys. It's like you don't do 16 songs in this climate.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't do that. But You Want Some More is enough music for the whole world to fall in love with Stino and Thwenny. I feel like every single artist, upcoming artist, new artist, whatever it is that you do, you end up having so much music that people end up falling in love with you. They understand how you speak. They understand how you express yourself. They understand what you mean when you say this and that. So we just wanted to give people the music that they've been waiting for 3 years. So in those 3 years, we have these 16 smash songs, you know, and we feel like, do you want some more of this? And on top of you guys wanting some more, of what? You know, because it sounds different. No song sounds like the previous song. Sure. You know, so it's what more of this do you want? What's taking us to the top? What's making us Drake? You know, what's making us vocalistic?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's taking us there international? What's making us Burna Boy? What's making us Davido? What's making us Wizkid? Like, what are we so proud of that we can say the same name as Stino Thwenny in the same sentence as Black Mambazo, as Hugh Masekela?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Going like, for the Grammys now. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I want to hear.
That's where we go.
That's where we going because it's strictly South African music. I don't think you listen to that and you'll find like, yo, this is a Ghana Nyana flow. Or this is a Young Thug Nyana flow. Or this, like nothing like that. Everything that's on there is strictly South African. You can even say, no, nkarabankile athamo. Kapa no man mona bankile chisco pomona man. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that. And I feel like the new generation they don't know that. You know, maybe how Mamitsibom do, they feel like, "Aye, dog, you listening to, it's too old." You know what I'm saying? But it's from that where it's music. So that's where you want some more comes from. It comes from, do you want some more of this, or you just want us to do what everybody else is doing, what works? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what the question is.
That's what the question is about. I hope I did explain it sharp
You
enough.
did perfectly, bro. And it's kind of like we really feel like we're in a new market, like you know, like coming from back home, Bloem, you know, the questions kind of felt like it was for the Free State people, you know. It kind of felt like what you say is for Bloem people, for just Free State people. So we realized moving here to Joburg, we're getting new believers now. We're getting new fans, you know. And I feel like with this question, you want some more. It's kind of like a new guy just, you know, coming to present their work and hoping people will love it, and asking new people like, yo, you want some more of this? You know what I mean? I really feel like because we're in a new market and a larger scale now, you know, we have people that don't know Stino the Thwenny, and this is a perfect question to ask them. Probably they heard one song or two songs, you know, and do you want to hear more music from Stino the Thwenny as the new guys? We always say it took us 10 years to become newcomers. You know, like for us to be the best newcomers and the best duo, because we really feel strongly that we're really the best out there, you know.
Facts.
So to the people that we telling that to, listen to this. Are you messing with this? You want some more
of it?
You know, so it's really helpful, you know, to get what people think. That's why we are high on social media. That's why we interact with a lot of people. Like, we really want to know what you think about the music.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of the features on the album, I know the list is long. We've spoken about your Coolie channels already. Tyler, ICU, you guys touched base with. Now, which one of these? I mean, you've got Maglera, the list. If I can say all the names just for, and I want to get into a couple of them. Roy Makwa, you got Wanda, Lunatic, Tyler, Nadia Coolie, Ntatestana, Maglera, and Casper. Firstly, which one of these was the hardest to get? We already know Coolie was love off the bat, and he came all the way to you guys. But who did you have to hunt down on this list? Where like, whoa, this person is giving us a bit of a tough time, Marathon Tall.
I don't think nobody.
Yeah,
It was all love with these people.
It was all love. It's just that we had a slight hiccup. Cass had to change his verse. Like there was something. That's a story that he'll explain. He'll let you guys know, you know. But he wanted to change the verse, and that was round about the times where probably we had a week left to drop the album. We were supposed to drop the album like what, D7 or D7, and we had to wait for a new verse from Cass. But it wasn't something that bothered us, you know.
Did it come back better?
Yes.
Okay. Then it was worth the wait.
Yes, you know, but everybody showed love, man. I really feel like Nadia, we did our song 3 years ago.
So,
you know, I remember we were shooting it the other day. She was like, yo, bro, I thought this song was never going to come out. Like, what's up? You know, even Roy, we were with him at Cotton Fest. You know, that's our boy for sure, you know. And Coolie's song, it was supposed to be Coolie's song, actually, the song that's on the album there. It was supposed to be Coolie's song. We were like, yo, dog, we drop it, man. Yeah, this fire song, we have to take it.
Yeah.
You know? But then we paid again.
Yeah.
We were in the studio again. He has a hotter song.
Yeah.
You know? So everybody showed love, and I really feel like it feels right. Like,
That's
I trust the
dope.
product. I trust, and everybody came with their A game, man. I love the fact that they weren't like, who are these guys? Like, these guys are not big yet, you know. Let me just give them a 4-line or 6, 8 bar quick. Everybody was so excited to jump, you know.
That's so dope.
And that's why I trust the product so much. It's just that, you know, how it's gonna sell, like how big it's gonna be, because a lot of people drop albums and they just fella fella, you know. And my anxiety, well, when I talk about anxiety, I just feel like I don't think there's gonna be hate with the product. I trust the product. How good will it go? How good will it be, you know? But everybody had dope energy, man.
That's
Everybody
so
wanted
dope.
to be on the song, and
not that many people, not that many newcomers, as you mentioned, get like a roster like this for features. Do you know what I mean? Because you'll probably only get like one if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just need to still prove yourself before people actually pay attention. But you guys have actually gotten like some really dope artists to actually jump on and believe in your product, because that's exactly how dope you guys are.
And nobody charged us, Miss Cosmo.
But that's even better. That's even better, and I appreciate that, because what you'll know is if an artist charges you, they don't understand or don't really believe in what you're doing. But if they believe in it and it's more organic, that's when they'll be like, don't worry, you'll get me back later. Because they believe in your product, they believe in what you're putting out, and that is way more dope, and it will even travel far as opposed to something that was paid for. Do you know what I mean? So obviously you've got 16 songs like you mentioned. Favorite track off of the album?
No, we don't have a
That's not how it
works. That was gonna
works.
be the energy. I knew it.
That's not how it
It's
works.
your kids. It's you know, we're telling our manager Tony T that also, you know, executively got everybody on there. Shout out to him.
Tony T,
You
shout
know,
out Big Boy.
shout out, Big Boy, you know, every day it's a brand new song. Every day. Today we decide, oh, yo, listen, physically fit. Then tomorrow's like, hey, it's really like that. I can't pick. I can tell you songs that I feel like you guys are gonna love.
Okay,
right?
tell us some of the songs that you think will travel further than some, because there's some songs that stay on the album, and that's just a fact. That's how albums work. But the ones that you think will actually, you know, take it to the top.
All right, I think Karika, I think Tsutsumela, I think My Name, I think You, I think
Come on, name the whole album.
I think Physically Fit.
Okay, he's gonna get, maybe when he gets to the second
No,
hand.
you know why? Because as a team, right? As a team, we chilling, we listening to the music, and we ask each other, which song do you think is gonna change our lives?
Yeah.
Like you personally, Thwenny, I'm asking you now in front of Mrs. Cosmo.
Yes.
And Sipa for the babies, and please say the baby. Which song do you think is gonna change our lives?
I want good if it's Sipina, you look like it's wrong.
It's fine. Do you know what the thing is? It doesn't have to be the one that actually takes it to the top. Do you know why I say that? Because every artist has that favorite song on an album, and then when something else takes it to the top, they're like, oh, okay. But my heart was on this one. But okay, if you guys fuck with this one, then that's the one.
I think My Name, man.
My name?
I think My Name.
Because Miss Cosmo, when I see it's 16 possible singles.
Dope. I like that.
Like, it's not, you know how people release albums and they theme it as a book, or they theme it as, no, you gotta listen from track 1 to track 10, like don't skip, don't play.
People don't do that anymore. I used to love that.
You used to love.
I'm old school. I love that. I love that thinking.
I love that too. But with this is any song can make it big.
Yeah.
Any song can change our lives from track 1. Like, I'm not even blowing my own horn or anything, but every song there has the possibility. Actually, we should have Beyonce'd the whole album and shot for everything.
I mean, if the budget allows.
if we had the budget, but it's difficult to answer that question because we really love that album.
Yeah, and I'm so okay. And it goes back to the 3 years thing. You know, every song that's on there was supposed to be a single. That's why it's not a story like type of album. You know, that's still coming though. You know, that really is still coming. It's still on. You want some more. It's like if we had 16 albums, maybe we have 8 albums ready. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm making an example, and in those 8 albums, there's 16 songs that were supposed to be singles from these 8 albums. We took all of those singles and put it on You Want Some More. So if you say you love track 16, there's an album, track 16.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So every song on there is literally a single. So that's why I'm like, I could say, I could say.
And coming to think of it, Ms. Cosmo, it actually, what we're talking about, this book thing, it actually sounds like a movie, because we were having thoughts of shooting a short film for it.
Okay.
You know, like
don't stop. We want more content. Do it.
That's like on some Netflix type shit. You
Nice.
know,
like
a musical, like this short film is based on the album. You know, like, because there's a mood for everything on the album. There's really a mood for everything. There's a mood when you're happy. There's a mood when you're sad. There's a mood when you. There's a song called "You" there. Skabai mamela uqeda ulahliwa. Like
3 a.m. Don't listen to that.
3 a.m. you will sit on the corner of your bed just like my boy always says. Udibale, you know. I really feel like it's a genuine sound. You know, it's a genuine sound. You really fall in love with it. So there's every song has a different mood there. Yeah.
Now I know you guys just told us about your manager who's here with you as well, and always rolling with you guys, but teamwork is very important. You know what I'm saying? Having a team is important. Obviously, for you guys to get to where you are right now, you've had people helping you, whether officially or unofficially. And to go to the next stage, obviously, you know, there's things that you have to do. When you guys are speaking about putting out a documentary, like, you know what I'm saying, when you're speaking about content now, we're talking about work that's supposed to support your album. You know what I'm saying? That work is not free or cheap, but I'm guessing that you guys have an album rollout plan, you know what I'm saying? Whether there's tours that you want to do locally and be where the music is at. How far have you planned into exactly how you want people to receive the music? Because you said, hold on, you're not just say, hey, the album is out, you guys do whatever you want to do with it, we're going to fall back now. Yeah. How are you the plan to push the music? How focused are you guys on that plan?
We already have 2 music videos out.
So,
you know, you want some more featuring Madlera Dope Boy and Shisela with just the both of us, which is also a smash. Shisela's a goddamn smash, okay? Already out, you know, it's just to give the people the taste of that. We have shot another video and we're about to shoot more videos. But the main thing that we wanted to do is the shows. You know, I feel like people don't have the shows anymore. Like,
there aren't enough shows, definitely.
Yeah, like I feel like we need a Stino and Thwenny show, which is something that we're working on. So we can track back, maybe start with what you say and then come all the way down to you want some more, you know. But a show, I'm talking about like theater stuff. Nice. You know, you're going to watch Lion King, but it's Stino and Thwenny's story, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully push it on with that. And it's going to start very small, probably. I hope not, you know, because we really are like festival type of people, but that's the things that we're rolling out right now, the shows, the music videos, you know, the short film, also working on that, you know, and yeah, that's basically it. We wanted to do a listening session, but we thought, you know what, I think it's very important to let every single person listen to the album by themselves. Then next week we deal with the launch, with the this and that, you know what I'm saying? Nice. But right now, I want everybody this weekend to be sipping something. If you're rolling something, roll it, you know, but listen to the music and decide for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, let's be real with the music. Like, we don't want to do no dance challenge. We didn't want to convince you further. You know, it was literally, I want you to listen to this music and you tell me if we are representing the country right. You know, nice. That's the plan. That's the rollout plan.
And that's it. The music was written for it to be listened to.
Absolutely, man.
Shout out, man. Okay, so the album is out. It's taking it to the top. You guys have gotten, you know, superstar acclaim, which is what happens, obviously, because you guys are pushing it together, you know, and best duo in the country, as you so self-proclaimed, you know, and the tricky thing that happens in the music industry is that at some point, duos then say, yo, I can do this on my own though, you know? And some people who don't know your history won't know that you guys were solo artists before you guys kind of came together. Would you guys see yourself in future releasing solo albums separately to kind of then say, okay, let me try and run on my own steam now that we've done that?
The thing is, we just really might be too big as Stino and Thwenny, you know? Okay. But vele, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I think maybe in my life, maybe drop an album on you, 2020, let's go. You know, drop an album on you, maybe 1 or 2. You know, because I really feel I'm so invested in what we are doing now that I can't think further than that, because I really feel like what we do is we're going to have like a greatest hits album. You know what I'm saying? As Stino and Thwenny. It's going to happen. It's, for sure. You know? But yeah, probably an album, 1 from me. Personally, 1 yana, just to say I know Nkileka.
I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I really feel like if Stino and Thwenny actually gets to where we, wanted to get, I really feel like if there's more room, for more success, and that requires us to actually do solo things so we can reap off the same rewards as we're reaping off as Stino Le Thwenny, why not?
Yeah.
I really feel like, just like you said, people also with people, they're bound to have favorites.
Yeah.
I really feel like, you're going to listen to the album, you're going to love the collective sound and the collective work, but you're just going to have your favorite. Like, I like how this guy does it, or I like when he does this like this, and why prevent that for people, I really feel like Stino Le Thwenny are really going to be international. We're coming for those BETs, we're coming for those Grammys, but if there's still room to be more great as individual artists, because we have done it before, why not? I really feel like if we reach where we need to reach as Stino Le Thwenny, then we've done it. I really feel like that's why we did it, So if ever we have to venture into different things in terms of being solo artists, I really don't mind. I want to go to his show sometime, someday. I really want to go to his show. I want him to come to my show, I want us to have that. It's Stino Le Thwenny. It's very special today, So why not? Let's just play with it. Let's just, try to make some more money. Why not?
It's you definitely gonna get a speaker box and a Love Below.
Hey,
nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's two discs, but it's mine and his. You know what I'm saying? A and B type of stuff. I mean, we can do a lot. We can do a lot because we have a lot of music.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, when you guys look at your, when you map your music to see who's listening to you from where, what I'm saying, who's watching your videos from where, outside of South Africa, which market has surprised you guys to say, hey, what's I'm gotta go Russia or something, or what's I'm gotta go Hawaii and someone is listening.
Hawaii.
Which market have you looked at? Because you can map your own music and track where people are listening from, or even when you check your YouTube.
Was it America or Australia? I can't remember what country it was. That was weird.
Yeah, but we had higher listeners more than Free State.
Yeah.
Remember, we were like, how is this working? Why we bigger there and not, Yeah, man. But I feel like that's where we want to take the music initially. As much as it was Australia, I think, Canelo. We want to get more Australian people on
nice.
it. We were talking to some other friend of ours, unfortunately, he was talking about within Africa. And he was like, dog, Kenya loves this type of sound of yours. Like if you can break the market that side, you can break it anyway, So that's what we actually looking forward to do as Stino Le Thwenny, like, do Kenya, do Australia, do Amsterdam, do Ghana, and be international artists with South African hip hop. Nice. I really feel like there's no South African hip hop artist who has broke boundaries, and I really feel like we're the first people that are about to do that, and I trust the product so much that it is gonna do that. It is gonna do that.
My niece called it hip but pop.
With pop.
Pop. It was
So
like, what we do is she's like, I'm singing from track 1 to 16. Like I'm singing along to it. Not a lot of people can do that with rap albums,
Yeah.
So she was just saying like I think like lately beats look at hip hop, So I don't know, but it sounds like that. I think a mixture of that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
If she's young, she's like 17, 16, hearing that and she's saying it like that. Like I was like, okay. Well, maybe, maybe it can be like that. So that's what it is, And because it has so much sing-along capability on it, I feel like, come on, man, Africans, we love to sing along to stuff.
Yeah.
So everywhere, the whole of Africa, the whole of Europe, just wanting to see it. Sheesh, that would be so beautiful, man.
Yeah. Chasing the Euro summer.
Yeah,
absolutely. Doing the right things.
Yeah, man.
But man, I think there's so much more to look forward to. There's so much of the music that we want to hear. Obviously, the album, but also just waiting to see how everything kind of rolls out, because I think the ideas are so amazing. I really hope you're able to actually, do them and pull through, because I think we're in a content space right now where everything matters about what you're putting out. The music can't speak for itself. Like everything else needs to kind of fully encompass what you're putting out there. So we'll be there, we'll be supporting, we'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. And I think you guys are really dope. And this is so awesome that your story is kind of unfolding the way that it is right now, you know. And as you're mentioning, you said that it took you 10 years to be newcomers. Yeah. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, man. Like you'll find your guys on the other side. You'll still be gigging when you're 50 years old. You'll be like, hey, man, you know, we still out here. The most important thing
is you're still here.
Exactly.
You know, some people just be like, tell you another story. Oh, I used to do this thing 10 years ago and I just stopped because I was like, got deflated. So
now
I feel like
you're selling
your energy
insurance.
is right, man. Your energy is right.
Hey, thank you for that.
It's going to be beyond Free State and beyond Johannesburg, beyond South Africa. And we're interested. Next time, I think when we chat, we'll be talking a different story.
Yeah.
We'll be tracking the progress now and saying this is all the dope things that have happened to you.
And you see how you guys were giving us plans when we spoke to you at Cotton Fest, and then now we're here.
Sure.
Now the plans that you're mentioning today, we're backtracking. We're gonna make sure that you're staying to the plan.
Absolutely.
You better stick to the plan.
We got you. We the do it boys.
Let's go.
Stino and Thwenny, man.
So
and then Miss Cosma, when a big Sipa, I want you guys to listen to the album, man. I really want you guys to tag us and tell us what's your favorite song. I really want to know. I really want to know what you guys thought about that.
We'll do.
And
man.
also what it reminds you of. You know, because we do nostalgic music, you know, since.
Nice.
You know, but in this particular time, I don't know what we're reminding people of, but I know there's just that thing. If you remember 2011 or 2007, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know how it makes you feel.
Nice.
You know, like it's very important, you know. You want some more of that or what?
You want some more?
Yes,
the
sir.
Do It Boys. Let's go.
Free State to Lafat.
Yes.
Of course.
I love that.
Stino Thwenny in the building. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
On
It's been an honor,
POPradio. And of course, we will be tracking, we will be listening, we will be giving you feedback, we will be celebrating, and of course, checking out everything else that you will be putting out. And to you at home, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for engaging with us. Keep on liking, subscribing, commenting, letting us know who else you want us to chat to here on POPradio. From myself and Sipo,
We easy.
we are.